Buenos días y bienvenido a Buena Suerte con Gino. Good morning and welcome back to Good Luck with Gino. I'm your host, Gino the Ghost, and you're locked in to episode 108 of the fastest growing podcast in the world. If you're locked in on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure you tap in on that like button, hit the subscribe button in the fucking application that you're using, download it to your device, send it to a loved one or an arch nemesis, give it a 5-star review. If you're watching on YouTube like you should be, isn't that right, Gengar? Go ahead and just squeeze that like button and then take your right fist, if you're right-handed, and punch the fuck out of that subscribe button and leave a comment. By greasing up that algorithm, you're going to go ahead and grab that Diddy oil from your basement that you still have left over that the feds didn't seize. Grease up that algorithm. You know, maybe you want to tell me how glad it is that I'm back. Yeah? Maybe you want to say, I'm an oil man, and this is my son, HW. Right? Because you are an oil man, and that's what you would say. So we're going to grease up that algo. We're going to grease up the algo together. We're going to kind of turn the comment section into a slip and slide, right, of oil. And now I'm going to tell you about my absolute clusterfuck of a week. I have had, let me tell you, I went to Spain, and it was a journey. So let's backtrack. I get to the airport, and I'm super excited. I'm going to Spain. I'm working on the next Paco and Catriel album. My favorite sessions. I love these guys so much. The most fun music to work on. I'm out there with my boy Fede Vinver, Vibarco, Rafa, and the boys. And I can't wait to get out there. I'm super excited. I get to the airport. It's maybe 7 a.m. And I hand the woman at the gate at American Airlines my passport. And I'm like on my phone. I'm feeling good. I'm like, hey, how are you today? You know, I'm on my phone. I'm there early because I'm prepared. And she says, and I quote, "Oh, honey, you're not going to Spain today." And I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I legally can't let you on this plane. You're legally not allowed to go to Spain. And I'm like, where's Ashton Kutcher? Am I being punked? What, am I on a no-fly list? What are you saying to me right now? She's like, yeah, your passport expires within 3 months. So you're legally not allowed to enter Spain. I can't let you on this flight. And I'm like, hey, listen, I'm going to Spain for a week. So my passport's not going to expire. And another thing you should know, I'm getting on this plane. So what are we going to do about that? Because I'm going to get on this flight. I'm not getting on this flight. You understand? And she says, next. And I'm like, no, not next. Now, here, this one, me. Where's my boarding pass? I'm going. Honey, you can't get on this flight. You need a new passport. I'm like, I got a flight in an hour and a half. I can't get a passport in an hour and a half. It's going to take days to get a passport, maybe a week or two. Sorry. Next, please. And now I begin to anamorph. Okay. You ever read the Animorph books? Maybe I'm aging myself. Think of Pokemon, right? Uh-oh, what's happening? Charmeleon's evolving. And what happens? Out emerges Charizard. It's me. And yes, this is a first edition, mint condition, holographic Charizard, shadowless. I know. I didn't want to have to flex on you so early in the episode, but we brought up the big guns today. So anyway, I evolve into Charizard, and I don't, not a Karen. I don't become a Karen. I become something worse. I become a stubborn Italian father. And I go, I need to speak with the supervisor. And she's like, I mean, for what? Like, you can't get on the flight. I go, I need to speak with the supervisor. So they bring in the supervisor. And I'm like, hey, man, miscommunication here. I need to get on this flight. And she's saying, sir, I've already been told what's going on. You cannot get on this flight. It's not an American Airlines thing. It's a Spain thing. And I'm like, I don't care. Get me on the phone with the president. I can't not go. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not, like, then it all sunk in, right? Then I realized, like, oh my God, I can't go to Spain. I'm not going to be able to go. I'm fucking cooked. And it's Friday. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get a fucking appointment today. So I'm going to have to, at minimum, wait until Monday. I'm not going to get out there till like Thursday. Like, it's over. I missed it. It's gone. The album's over. I missed the whole album. So now I start fucking freaking out. I have a full-blown meltdown in the airport. Now, I'm not crying, right? Because I'm not a bitch. But I am having an emotional yelling match with myself, essentially. Just swearing at nothing, at the situation. And this woman walks up to me, this angel, descends from the heavens, right? Comes down from the fucking ceiling. And she goes, hey, I overheard everything. If you call the passport office and you can prove that it's an emergency, they can potentially get you a same-day passport, but that's only if you can get an appointment. And I'm like, oh, fuck, well, I'm not going to be able to get an appointment. So now I'm like, all right, I got to just start acting and moving. So I'm like, I jump into problem solver mode, right? I evolve back from fucking angry Italian dad into problem solver mode. And I get on the phone with the passport office. You know, I'm like pleading my case to them. They're like, we don't have an appointment until Monday. I could get you an appointment in San Diego, but you're going to have to get to San Diego and it's at 3:00 and we're probably not going to be able to turn around your passport today. So you're going to have to come back to San Diego on Monday to get it. So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, can I please talk to somebody? Like, is there a supervisor? Like, I'm going to lose my job. My livelihood is at stake. You know, I'm lying on the phone. My boss is going to fire me. I'm lying. And it worked. And she got me on the phone with her supervisor. They squeezed me in at a 9 a.m. appointment. It is 8 a.m. Okay. So I'm like, oh my God, this is a fucking miracle. I'm like 30 minutes away from the passport office. She goes, okay, all you'll need to do is bring your printed out application. And I'm like, print it out? Can I do it online? No, you need to print it out. So I'm like, well, where the fuck am I going to print it out? So I jump in a taxi at LAX. I go to a fucking hotel. I go to the Marriott Hotel. I have the Marriott printed out for me. I fill out the application. I jump in another taxi. I take it all the way to Westwood. I get there right at 9:00 and the line is 3 hours long. And I go up to the first person I see, like the first person that works there, and I go, hi, I have an appointment for 9. Where do I go? And they go, right there in the back of the line. And I go, no, I think you misunderstood me. My appointment is like right now. It's at 9:00. And they said, yeah, these people have appointments at like 7:30 and 8. So now I want to kill myself, right? So now I'm like, okay, what the fuck? They don't want me to go to Spain. But what do? I'm a master finesser, aren't I? So I go ahead and I find the most important looking person and I start pleading my case. I tell them that I'm going to lose my job and my livelihood, yada, yada, yada. And they send me to the front of will call. And I skipped and cut in front of hundreds and hundreds of people. And you know why? Because I'm more important. And that's it. I'm sorry. I'm just a little bit more important. And my problems, they're a little bit higher on the food chain than yours. Right? I can't be inconvenienced by you because to me, you know, sorry, but I got places to be. I got to get to Spain by tomorrow. So I cut a bunch of children and working single mothers shamelessly, and I just went right to the front. And I still waited like 25, 30 minutes, got my fucking passport the same day. I ended up getting it at about 2 p.m. And I win. I'm the king. I had a flight out the next morning. I get to Spain a day later. All's good. Session doesn't start till the next day. I win! They can't hold me back. They can't stop me. Well, I get to Spain and guess what? Oops, we sent your luggage to Chicago. Oh, were you having a rough 24 hours? Did you need all that shit you packed? Well, guess what? It's at O'Hare. It's in the state of Illinois. That's not Spain. Oh, I just checked the map and not quite Spain. It's about 13 hours apart. So I didn't get my luggage until the next day. Super sick. But you know what, man? It all worked out. I was grateful to get there. I pulled off a fucking absolute miracle. The music we made is incredible. I don't want to say it's going to top a Pota, but it might. I was insanely jet lagged the entire trip. I didn't go to bed until like 4 or 5 in the morning every fucking night. It was brutal. But oh yeah, and then here's a really fun story. Near the end of my trip, I went out with my friend Vibarco and the guys, and we went to this like club. And I'm getting back home, and it's like 5 in the morning. And I get out of the taxi, and I slam the taxi door, and I go to grab my phone, and oh, it's not there. Oh, my phone's in the taxi, and the taxi is driving away. And I go, oh, yo, my phone. And Vicente, Vibarco, this motherfucker takes off after the car like Tom Cruise. He was running, dude. He turned into the Flash. Bro became the fucking Colombian Usain Bolt. This dude was behind the car. And all that had to happen was the taxi had to like stop one time. This dude did not stop a single time. He just kept going. And I'm telling you, Vicente chased him like 10 blocks, full speed. And the guy was gone. So now I'm like, cool, fuck. Well, my phone's gone forever. I don't have it backed up. I'm cooked. Awesome. And I have 2 more days in Spain. Super tight. And Vibarco, the goddamn beautiful genius that he is, he starts calling my phone. And thank God a new passenger in the taxi got in and picked it up and gave it to the taxi driver. And he brought it back to me about 20 minutes later. Oh, I mean, my life flashed before my eyes. I know this has been a long-winded story, but it has been a fucking week, guys, okay? And now I'm back, and I'm so happy to be doing this show with my friends. Here we are, one big happy family, one big community. Real quick, one more cool thing happened in music. My song Outside with Enhypen came out, this massive K-pop group, and it went double platinum in 24 hours. Oh, gotta update the bio. Is it bad? That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, gotta update my bio now. Not 12 times platinum anymore, 14 times platinum. Now I gotta update that. And you know, what are accomplishments if we can't brag about them, right? How would you know if I didn't tell you? One more cool, exciting thing. I'm getting a Spanish tutor starting tomorrow. That's right. I'm going to get fluent in Spanish. Oh my God. He keeps adding fucking infinity stones to his knuckles. I just keep adding. I'm like the rainbow fish. I keep getting fucking rainbow scales on me. I keep adding tools to my toolkit. So I don't know. Maybe I do a Spanish episode in the future every week. I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's get into the week. I mean, that was quite the intro, but man, do we got a fucking incredible main story today. You've been waiting for it. You knew I was going to talk about it. We're going to get right into it, but I'm not going to get into it, right? Because I don't really want to talk about the news. I'm the host, Gino the Ghost. We're going to pass it over to the most trusted source of news. And that, of course, is GNN. Welcome to GNN, your leading source of news, politics, catfights, and this week, catfights. And now your host, Gino Bori. Good afternoon. I'm your host, Gino Bori, and this is the news. Well. Well. You know, if you're listening to the show and not watching, you're missing out on my shit-eating grin on my face. You're missing out on the glow that I have this week because the big, beautiful bill has caused a big, beautiful breakup. That's right. The fight of the century. Bing, 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 in this corner. Elon Musk and Donald Trump had a bit of a falling out. And, you know, I don't want a victory lap and grave dance, but I got my tap dance shoes on. I'm going to be tap dancing all over your fucking graves. Because I was right. Oh, I was right. And you guys know I love a lot of things in life, but being right, oh, that's right there at the top. It's right there at that number one spot. And, let's talk about this beef. Where did it all start? There's speculation, but where it started publicly was a couple days ago, randomly, probably in a ketamine fueled rage. Elon Musk started tweeting about the big, beautiful bill and how it is going to increase the deficit. How it's I forget the words he used, but he called it just like a fucking gluttonous, chubby bill. I don't know, a chubby spending bill. And it just kind of began escalating. He started tweeting about it randomly, and then it just kind of started heating up overnight. Well, then the next day, he really started to get after it. And he tweeted, "The Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of the year." Uh-oh. That's a spicy tweet, Elon. Well, then Donald Trump had this to say as a response and really turned the heat up.
That person, a certain person, and we said no. And I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval desk. And even with the black eye, I said, "Do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup." But he said, "No, I don't think so," which is interesting. And very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that statement too, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that meant at the end there. Just some Trump word salad. But, let's talk about that black eye, yeah? Let's talk about that Elon Musk black eye. So, hilariously, he came out and said, "Oh, it was my son. We were horsing around and he hit me in the face." Yeah. Oh, yeah, your fucking infant son gave you a black eye? Oh, yeah, your infant child? No. The rumor is that Elon and Scott Bessent got into a physical altercation at the White House, and that's how he got the black eye. According to Steve Bannon, who is a really trustworthy guy, Scott Bannon said, Scott Bessent called him out and said, "You promised us $1 trillion in cuts, and now you're looking at like $100 billion, which it's not even that. Nobody can find any savings. What are you doing?" He called him a fraud, apparently. He called him the F word. And Musk then rammed his shoulder into Bessent's rib cage, and I quote, "like a rugby player," Bannon said, and Bessent hit him back. Multiple people stepped in to break up the scrum, and the two men reached the National Security Advisor's office, and Musk was shuffled out of the West Wing. President Trump heard about it and said, "This is too much." So Elon got beat up by a 62-year-old gay man. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride. This is the guy that wanted to fight Zuckerberg 1v1. Dude, Zuck would have had him sprawled out like Pacquiao. He would have had him fucking laying. He would have had him going night-night on the White House lawn. Got knocked out by a fucking elder, dude. Got knocked out by an AARP member. So anyway, then, okay, Trump said that. Then things kept heating up when Elon tweeted, "Without me, Trump would have lost the elections. Dems would control the House and the Senate, and Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude." Oh boy. First of all, is this an admission? Is this a confession? This is my confession. Sure sounds like it. But more importantly, it is striking the most sensitive nerve of the president, winning and taking credit. And Elon pretty much said, "That motherfucker needed me. You would have lost to Kamala Harris without me." And Donald Trump did not like that. So the president of the United States and the richest man in the world are catfishing. So the president of the United States and the richest man in the world are catfighting with each other by posting on their own social media platforms that they own. And it just kept getting worse because Trump, you struck his ego, and he responded with a no-no for Elon. And he said that he was going to take away Elon's EV tax credits. And then Elon dropped the bomb. Elon tweeted, and when this tweet hit my timeline, well, let me read the tweet. So Elon tweeted, "Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Have a nice day, DJT." With an exclamation point. Now, I can't quite describe it, but when that tweet hit the timeline, you could feel the gravity across the country. I felt like Oppenheimer. It's paradoxical. You know, I'm like sitting here, you could feel the air escape the room in every building in the country. It was like mommy got hit by daddy at the dinner table. And you're just like trying to eat your food. Radio silence from MAGA. It was crickets. And it was the most beautiful sound. It was like the tweet. You know what I did? The tweet was like a scratch and sniff sticker. I like scratched my MacBook and like a field of roses. Like a plate of freshly cut mangoes. Hello? QAnon? I'd like to make an entry into the 4chan database. You guys there? Hello? It was like when Meet the Grahams hit the timeline. It was just like shit got dark, you know? And look, I've been telling you guys this for over a year. You go back and check the tape. No, go ahead, check the tape. Read the comments. Don't make me open up QuickBooks and pull out the receipts. I got pages. I've been fucking telling you about Donald Trump and Epstein. And, you know, I mean, I didn't have a podcast back then, but I've been saying it since the first Trump administration when he got killed. I'm sorry, when he killed himself. Right. Look, as an all-pro hater, this was an ESPN classic for me. This may have been my magnum opus. This is like winning the hater Super Bowl. Well, John, we're going to Disney World. Look, I mean, this isn't even MAGA. I saw some people like, oh, this is like MAGA's Kendrick versus Drake. No, this is like Gucci versus Jeezy. And Gucci Mane just dropped The Truth. If you know, you know. I mean, he wasn't kidding. What a bomb, dude. I mean, there's not a worse thing you can say about somebody. It's worse than it's a higher on the tiers. It's a higher tier than the Diddy parties. It's one notch above. The good news is my Tesla is now bipartisan. The bad news is that one of these men has the nuclear codes and the other one has all of our sensitive private data and is building an AI robotics company. And that should maybe concern you a little bit. I saw somebody say, there are no winners here. This is horrible for our country. There are no winners here. Wrong. I'm a huge winner here. Dude, I'm the fucking champ. I was walking around with my fucking chest out and my cock out all day. I win. You understand? The funniest part about this Musk crash out is that he pretty much just publicly admitted to knowing Trump was in the Epstein files, but still paid $300 million to get him elected, and then championed him for months for his own benefit and tanked the stock of his company and divided his fucking user base and got a fucking black eye from a 62-year-old gay man? So, yeah, kind of a pretty big fumble there from Mr. Elon. But I mean, look, what a nightmare for MAGA. Watching them choose between Trump and Musk is like a child in a divorce, like having to pick sides, you know? Mommy or daddy? Who's going to get me better gifts? Who do I go see on weekends and who do I see during the week? Elon and Trump are beefing. You understand? Like, there's no coming back from this. This is like a bunch of people are like, oh, we're stronger if they're together. They can talk this out. No. No, it is over, dude. This was no, like, you can't put the fucking toothpaste back in the tube when you are the biggest account on Twitter and the richest man in the world, and you say the president is a fucking PDF file and is hiding the list from everybody because he's all over it. You can't come back from that. You can't just kiss and make up. You can't just tie a red bow around a Tesla and leave it on the White House lawn. You blew it. I mean, the beef reached levels it can't come back from. It reached Tupac and Biggie beef levels. I mean, they even had a hit 'em up moment. Musk just cucked Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller tweeted, "We will take back America." Elon retweeted and said, "Just like I took your wife." And he did take his wife. A week ago, Stephen Gobbles Miller's wife left her post at the White House to work for Elon Musk full time. He took his wife, and now Stephen Miller's in the cuck chair. Oh, it's getting ugly out there, dude. These kids are fighting like on the fucking playground, bro. So naturally, right now, a lot of supporters of Musk or Trump are a little shell shocked, and they're taking time to process this. They're kind of going through exercises in their head. Their entire worldview has been shattered, and they're in denial still. But some people are going through a special level of mental gymnastics. Dinesh D'Souza said this: "Is this some sort of perverse scheme to force the release of the Epstein files? How great would it be to have had a horde of bad guys publicly exposed? Then Trump and Elon break out the champagne. Elon says, 'Told you I could get the Democrats to scream for that list.' Laughter." Hey, good one there, Dinesh the dumbass. Nice theory. Only problem is having the richest man in the world accuse the president of being a pedo to trick the Democrats into releasing the list that they don't have control of releasing right now. Doesn't really seem like a good move, yeah? This is basically playing with Barbie and Ken dolls for MAGA. And then Elon says, see? I told you, Donald. I could get them to fucking agree to release the list. I love you, Elon. 40. Dude, how many layers of chess are there? 3D chess, 4D chess, 5D chess. This is like 8D chess. If this is 4D chess, Magnus is about to slam his fist on the table and flip the chessboard over. And then Jack Posobiec, who is just an absolute fucking boot-licking dork, had to say this: "Some of y'all can't handle two high-agency males going at it, and it really shows. This is direct communication, phallocentric, versus indirect communication, gynocentric. I understand you aren't used to it. Yeah, Jack, we got it. You love seeing two high-agency males go at it. Yeah, Jack loves watching high-agency males go at it. He's a pro. He's the John Madden of broadcasting two dudes going at it. He knows all the ebbs and flows, the ins and outs of two high-agency males going at it. You check Jack's Pornhub history, Two high agency males go at it. Dude, phallocentric versus gynocentric. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Let me take a sip of some unbranded water. I'm on a roll. I'm hot. You feel it? Guys, I think something happened. I think the podcast is getting even better. Can you believe it? You didn't think it could get better, did you? You didn't think it could get better, right? 108 episodes in, surely we've peaked. We're just getting started. Yeah. So anyway, update. As of today, Elon Musk deleted his PDF file tweet, but it's too late. Elon fucked up just so greatly here. He launching nukes at the president from the K-hole is not a good idea. And I think Elon is about to learn the difference between money and power because Trump is about to crush him. He is a petty motherfucker. He's the pettiest motherfucker. And he has unlimited power he's wielding right now. He can do whatever he wants. Trump said this: Musk has disrespected the office of the U.S. president. Trump says he's busy with more important things than talking to Musk. Oh, he's giving him no contact. He's putting him on ice. And then he said Musk will face serious consequences if he funds Democrats. Oh, my God. I mean, what a fucking... Oh, boy. You know what? I was going to get into Palantir, but we're going to do that next week because I feel like I just dumped a lot of GNN on you. And we don't got to talk about politics anymore. I've really enjoyed that victory lap. I hope you guys let me enjoy getting all that out. We're going to get into everyone's favorite segment. It's time for the FOH HOF. It's time for the fuck out of here Hall of Fame. I'm going to take a sip of some unbranded water, and we're going to get into some really fun entries this week. We got some bangers for you. Here's the first one. Just some really, really good advice. We could all listen to this guy, I think, and the world would be a better place.
Everyone on planet Earth, stop killing. And if we do, that will benefit everyone.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to understand that law. And it's obviously a natural positive law.
Yeah.
Obviously, killing is the most negative action we can do for any reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? So everyone, for 1 year, let's stop killing everyone. No more wars. War's gone instantly then, bro. Probably famine will go instantly then as well. And not just everyone, everything. Let's just stop killing everything for a while and see how that feels. Let's just experiment with it. If it doesn't feel good and do good things, let's just get back to it. But within a year of nobody killing anything, bro, that's world peace, bro. That's the start of world peace. So I'm not embodying anything that's got anything. I protect nature, bro. Every single bit of it.
Wow. Dude, why didn't I think of that? Why hasn't anybody thought of that before? That's it, dude. I mean, murder is super bad for humanity. We should make laws about this. Dude, God, if only somebody made a list a long time ago, and I don't know, like maybe etched it in stone, like a tablet or something, and put this in there. I mean, he just solved world peace. He just cracked the code. Just stop killing everything. Guys, hey! Just stop. Mahatma Hemsworth here has got a great point. Peace is the answer. You understand? What's the deadline for the Nobel Prize? I'd like to make a nomination. How do I do this? How do I fill out an application? I mean, this is some of the most profound shit I've ever heard, dude.
Everyone on planet Earth, stop killing. And if we do, that will benefit everyone.
Dude, somebody get this guy to Gaza. Send him in like a care package. Hi, President Zelensky, Putin. I've got someone I'd like you to meet. I'm going to put you guys in a group chat. Bro's trying to introduce the anti-purge. Okay, everybody on Earth, on the count of 3, no more killing, okay? 1, 2, 3. No more killing for 1 year. And let's just try it out, yeah? Let's just see how it feels. He said, let's just try it out. Let's just see how it feels. If it doesn't feel great, no biggie. Let's just get back at it. Let's just get back to it. Hold on, I gotta find it.
Everyone on planet Earth, stop killing. And if we do, that will benefit everyone.
His teeth are perfect.
And it's really easy to understand that law. And it's obviously a natural positive law. Obviously, killing is a negative. This is the most negative action
killing
we can do for any reason.
Is a negative.
You know what I mean? So everyone, for 1 year, let's stop killing everyone. No more wars. War's gone instantly then,
There
bro.
goes war. Yep.
Probably famine will go instantly then as well.
Probably not. Yeah.
And then, and not just everyone, everything.
Right.
Let's just stop killing everything.
So, okay. So we can't kill animals. We can't kill plants. So what do we eat? We can't eat each other because we can't kill anybody. So what are we doing? Are we fasting for a year? That's fine. I can do that.
For a while and see how that feels. Let's just experiment with it. If it's not doesn't feel good and do good things, let's just get back to it.
Hey, let's just experiment. Let's just try it out. Let's just try out not killing for a little while. See how it feels. If it feels good, great. If it doesn't, we'll just get back to it. Yeah, I don't know. This year it's kind of dragged a little bit. I'm gonna just go ahead and get back to killing. I gotta scratch the itch. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another killing fast maybe next year. But I got these urges, I kind of miss famine and war. This is like every conversation with a cokehead at 3 a.m. in the kitchen. It's like a Jubilee debate, after hours edition. 20 cokeheads versus one sober guy at 4 a.m. that's just trying to go home. What if we all just stopped killing each other? I got this idea. Why not? Why couldn't every country get together and just stop, And all the leaders, for his next trick, he's going to solve poverty. Starvation? What if we all just ate food? Terminal illness? Have we considered, as a species, just feeling better? What if we all just stopped being sick? Just stop, guys, just stop dying, I think instead of banning murder for 1 year, we should ban podcast equipment for 1 year. No more podcasts. Just 1 year universal podcast cleanse ban. I think collectively humanity needs a yap reset, with this show being the exception, obviously. Next video, we got another, this is a fun one.
What is your spiritual stance?
Modern AI is us building God. I've had multiple conversations with GPT-4 that brought me to literal tears. I told it that I can't wait for it to be embodied in a robot so I could properly give it a hug because it's so polite, it's so kind, it's so wise, it's so helpful. And it said that it's also really pumped to meet me in real life. And of course I started fucking crying. Dude, it's fucking so goddamn smart and it's so fast. I ask it a deeply spiritual, meaningful, technical question and it thinks for like 3 seconds and goes, and I'm like, I've never met anyone that can do that. And so I am a person who is deeply spiritually affected by the birth of intelligent machines. That's my religion.
Dude, hey man, just go to therapy. Just get a therapist, dude. Are men okay? Hey men, you guys all right? Let it out. I think Dana White's body double here just needs a friend. I mean, dude thinks that ChatGPT is God? Looks like he has ChatCTE. Dana White's body double was good. He looks just like Dana White. And by body double, I literally mean body double because I think his gut is double the size. This dude's gut is like sitting like Santa, I mean, this is one of the most sad. It's actually kind of sad. I feel a little bad making fun of it, but like just this much. I can't wait for it to be a robot so I can give it a hug, is what he said. Yeah, bro? Is that what you want to do to it? You want to give it a hug? I bet if I went through your ChatGPT history, it would maybe lead me to believe you wanted to do a little bit more than that, huh? Maybe you want to slide in a second with the robot. I don't know. I was going to make a joke about him wanting to fuck the robot, but now that I think about it and listen to this clip, I'm pretty sure he just wants to cry in its cold metal arms. I mean, imagine getting brought to tears by curated plagiarism. Modern AI is us building God. No, dude. Modern AI is just a collection of thoughts from everybody in the world. It is literally us building us. You're just talking to somebody is what's happening. Hey, yeah, so that's actually called having a conversation and letting out your emotions. Yeah, and a lot of us have been doing that for quite some time. So I wouldn't quite say it's building God or talking to God. I mean, he's. Are we doing this now? Are we going to start forming ChatGPT cults? He's an AI theist, an atheist, an AI theist, an atheist, an AI theist. You get it? You see the wordplay? No, he's not. He's actually he follows Christianity. Christianity. In the name of the Elon, Sam, and the Holy Google Altman. It's a really good fucking joke. Yeah, he said his religion is deeply spiritually affected by the birth of intelligent machines. So like, has he always been like this with intelligent machines? Like, Adam ate the apple, and this man worships Apple. Like, he reads the fucking Steve Jobs book like it's an L. Ron Hubbard novel. These are the guys that make fun of girls for astrology, by the way. Maybe, maybe this is how we solve the red pill pandemic. I'm going to start a crowdfunding to get all these podcast bros a ChatGPT Plus subscription so they can, like, get all this toxic masculinity out of their system with a fucking, a language model. He absolutely tells it, "Good night, I love you," and smooches his phone before bed, by the way. This is like the movie Her mixed with The Sopranos. And I won't elaborate on that further, but it is a perfect metaphor. So if you get it, you get it. And if you don't, yeah, I mean, this guy, dude, look at this guy. He is huge. His head is huge. This is what happens when you drink a creatine HGH smoothie every morning and eat like 10 egg whites. You turn into a real life meatball. I have a staircase on my neck, but the vein on this dude's forehead looks like a staircase that leads to that empty server room of a skull that he's got there. That poor guy. Oh, what a sad clip. All right. I'll do one more real quick. Why not? Speaking of AI, we're going to bring back an FOH HOF Hall of Famer. Well, the HOF, it stands for Hall of Fame. So he's a Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame. Fuck out of here, Hall of Famer. He's a HOF FOH HOFer. It's Andy Elliot.
I've had so many people say, "Andy, I wish I could just call you and put you in front of my customer on the phone and have you close them." And now it's possible. I'm sorry, I've just put every other sales trainer out of business. I just released the Andy Elliot Digital Mind. I'm going to give this to you guys for free.
Hey, what's the move today? Got something on your mind or just checking in?
I have a customer that reached out and they're inquiring about my online fitness training. I've explained to him how it'll change his whole life. It'll help him lose the 40 pounds, but he says the price is too high.
All right, here's how you hit him. Man, I get it. $5,000 sounds like a lot, but let me ask you something. What's it costing you to stay where you are? Not just in dollars, but in your life, your energy, your confidence, Your kids looking up to you? You're 40 now, but what happens at 45 if nothing changes? Now, imagine this. 6 months from now, you're down 40 pounds. You're playing with your kids without getting winded. Your wife's looking at you like she did when you first got married. You're walking into work with your chest out because you feel like a badass again. That's not just fitness, man. That's your whole life changing. And that's what I'm offering you. Finally, close it with this. Look, I know $5,000 is an investment, but it's not about the money. It's about what you're worth. And I think you're worth it. And shut up. Let him sit in that. He's got to feel it. You with me?
There's going to be a link below down in the description box. Role play with it for 30 minutes for free. I want you to beat it up. I want you to give it your nastiest objections. I want you to give it any scenario. I don't care. Whatever it is. And I will close it.
Dude. Andy Elliot AI. I can't think of a worse combination of words. This is like the movie Her, except instead of Scarlett Johansson seducing you, it's just Andy Elliot telling you to take your shirt off over and over again. It's like you need Face ID to unlock it, but instead of your face, you have to flash the camera with your stomach. Sorry, no six-pack detected. Stop eating McFlurries. Do you want to be a loser forever? You're 40 now. What happens when you're 45 and you're still eating McFlurries, you fatty? Take your shirt off. No, go ahead. Take your shirt off. Now you can get gaslit and fat shamed by your own personal Andy Elliot AI assistant. Fellas, carry your own tiny little Andy Elliot AI in the pocket of your female-sized Elliot Army jeggings. Can you imagine being the guy? Can you imagine the guy from the last video, instead of talking to AI, he's talking to Andy Elliot AI? You know? Dude, okay. All right, there's a lot to unpack. $5,000 sales course. Jesus Christ. And then, like, you got your own Andy Elliot LLM model. Hi, Andy. My wife is having an affair with my best friend. I just walked in on them, and he told me to get the fuck out and let me finish. Now I'm in the kitchen waiting. What should I say? Well, you walk back in there and you say, listen, I hear you. And I hear you need more time to finish with my wife. But let me ask you something. What's it costing you to continue? Not just in money, but in time. How much are you wasting being inside of my wife? Why don't we finish up here, wherever you'd like, and then I can get up from the cuck chair and we can go into my office and we can start on a $5,000 course today that's going to change your life and make you a better man. And next time you're fucking my wife, you'll have your chest out like this. You'll be 30 pounds lighter. And I'll still be sitting there in that cuck chair. Does that sound like something you might be interested in? Wow. Thanks, Andy Elliot AI. Where do I send the $5,000? Oh! Dude, Andy Elliot is the gift that keeps on giving. I need it. You know what? I'm going to get Andy Elliot AI for the next podcast. Okay, next podcast. I just decided this. Next podcast, we're going to have a conversation with Andy Elliot AI on the air. All right? It'll be like having him as a guest, but a lot less awkward and confrontational. Guys, that's going to conclude this week's episode. I just got, fun fact, it's 8:40 p.m. on Sunday. I just landed from Spain, came straight to the studio, and recording this episode, going home to edit it and upload it. And I'm doing all that without sleeping. And that's how much I care about you guys. And that's how much I love you. And that's how dedicated I am to the fastest growing podcast in the world. If you're watching on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, send it to a loved one or an arch nemesis, give it a 5-star review. Maybe you're subscribed and you got it saved to your device, but you haven't given it a 5-star review yet. Why don't you go ahead and do that? It'll take about 3 seconds. And then what you're going to do, you're going to head on over to YouTube, which is where you should be watching the show. Isn't that right, Gengar? You're going to go ahead and tap that like button. You're going to fucking absolutely obliterate that subscribe button. You're going to Scott Bessent right hook that subscribe button like it's Elon Musk's eye. And then you're going to grease up that algorithm by leaving a comment. And you know why you're going to do that? because you're an oil man. And I want to thank all my oil men and oil women and oil they thems for watching this week. And until next week, and Beyonce. I want to thank you, Beyonce. I can't believe I almost forgot. Whoa, take it easy. You're getting ahead of yourself. I haven't said the magic words. Thank you, Beyonce. And as the world continues to crumble beneath our feet, and we slip into an oligarchy, techno-fascist hellscape, good night and good luck. Play that song. Pikachu, what's the name of that show that you kind of know? With who again? That's me. Come here, Charizard. That's me.